Hey guys, good afternoon. Let me slow the chat up here. Oh wow, there's a couple people live. Oh, I didn't know Cutie was live. My bad, Cutie. If you end up watching this, I didn't know you was live, baby. This live is just a random live. Okay. Um, there's a couple things that transpired this morning that made me want to just do this live before I take a nap. Um, well, where's that at? Um, people. There's someone who is dealing with a lot when it comes to her addiction and things like that. One other person I spoke to last night, very, really depressed and just needed someone to talk to and wanted advice. So I don't know. I just felt it in my heart that I needed to do this. Um, Again, I know I always say this, but we will not be on here that long, guys. I have to take a nap. Um, because of I got some things I have to do this afternoon. So, but and it's starting to rain again. So y'all know the rain's always screwing things up. But hold on, I'm trying to. All right, slow the chat. I don't know. I just felt that somebody just needed us to go live. No matter exactly what we talk about, I felt like there is someone out there that needs us to just chat. Okay. Oh no, I am so sorry to hear that, Bell Bell. Definitely sending you prayers, sweetheart. I am so sorry to hear that. And if you guys would, on your way in here, please give this video a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Those are both free of charge. Um, I know a lot of people don't get their notifications anymore, but um, I mean, I enjoy when there's a lot of people here. Don't get me wrong, but maybe with a smaller crowd, we can we can talk as a little bit more than what you know what I mean. Like the chat won't go as fast, is what I mean. Um, but if it does, well, we'll take it from there. But um, I did want to talk about addiction. If if anyone wants to come up and give their story on how they became clean, what started their addiction, um, or someone who is still in active addiction and would like to talk, I want you to make sure your name is hidden. When you do come up on StreamYard, you accept the mic and accept the video. But then the last step, there you'll see what name it's putting you under. Erase that and just put some alias name. And you don't even have to put a picture in there. Just take it off or put like a random picture of a dog or something. I want you completely anonymous. Now, if people know your voice and you know people know your voice, then that is totally up to you if you'd like to come up here and talk about addiction or talk about, maybe stress that you're going through. Maybe there's someone else who's dealing with the same thing and we can just talk it out with people, okay? Um, Another thing that triggered this is because I am still seeing all these people in these various, live chats on various channels talking about the KT. Now, we cannot say the word of that T, otherwise we get swiped. Okay, um, I don't know why because it is legal, but it's illegal in some states and some countries as well. So that could be why. So we will be referring to it as KT. And what if anybody talks about that, but this is what it is. Hold on. I'm gonna spell it, but I'm gonna space it out. That is KT. something that you could buy right at the store, but I believe this is something that is causing a lot of my health problems now. And since my doctors here don't really know much about it, I have been looking for different facilities that I can go in just to do a detox, because I'd have to be in like a medical type of unit because of my lupus and because my heart rate will get too high and all that. It's already high, so we don't need no higher than what it is. But and as you guys can tell, I'm really sleepy. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, just wide awake for no reason. Now I'm getting real tired because I'm gonna eat, and that's why I didn't eat yet, because I knew if I ate, this live wasn't gonna happen. But I mean, I just wanted to talk. I don't know. I like I was telling some of the mods, like I feel like somebody wants us here, no matter what it is. Now, none of us, or at least me, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. Um, and so please don't ask like how many of this pill or that can you take at one time or anything like that. And if that is asked in the comments, just simply say, we are not doctors, we are not discussing that, you know. But this live can also just be about, if y'all want to just talk. I mean, it's whatever. It's pretty much whatever. I'm giving you guys an hour, um, and just kind of separating us from all this drama and BS. Okay. Um, there are and there are several of you that are reaching out to me, very, very upset about um, different things that are being posted by that pedophile and my old moderator. Okay. Um, please don't let that stress y'all out. I know you're getting upset and all that because, I mean, I didn't do anything to start this to begin with, other than I didn't talk to her like she wanted me to when I was sick, but that's not here nor there. Um, but a lot of you were upset about them posting that information about my child. Okay. Um, just look at it this way. Okay. Karma is real. And as much as I want to retaliate, as much as I want to start, you know, doxing all the family members, like his sister, his niece, nephews, and his dad and his stepmom and all that, at this moment, I can't bring myself to take revenge out that way. Okay. Um, I have my own ways of what, you know, I'm going to do to ensure that this gets stopped, because they're going to do this to the wrong person, and that wrong person could possibly unalive themselves because of it. I also um, have been told by a guy whose wife and daughter were messed with by this person over on Facebook, and they live literally 30 minutes away from him, and he is submitting pictures and he's submitting all types of stuff to prove that he is there, and that you know, I don't, like I told him, I have nothing to do with anything that's going on with you. I don't want to know anything. He said that he just wants him to step to a man, since he's so busy harassing and stalking and, you know, messing with people's children. So if you are listening and you're that person, I don't care to hear anything else about any of that, because I don't want to be involved in anything. Um, I'm not down there in Florida, so I have nothing to do with any of that. I understand he's mad, and I told him to just look at the bigger picture of it all. It's a waste of time, but there are a lot of mad people. And see, when you go around and you're doing this stuff to people all these years, you're gonna run into the wrong person. Um, I just seen a picture post on the WC awareness page on Facebook. Because I guess they got they've gotten pictures too. So it's crazy. So if you are one of the ones that are running around with this person or anybody associated, you're just as guilty with everything that he's doing. You are just as bad as him, and you're just as bad as him, and that's sick. But enough about that. Um, and the only reason I brought that up is because I'm very aware of a bunch of things that I care not to know about because I just don't care. I don't care about what anybody posts or what they post about me and all that. Um, but I don't want you guys when you see this stuff. I don't want you guys reacting to it, commenting on it, because unless you're an alias. Because I don't want anybody to mess with you guys. So many people are getting attacked, and I don't want you guys to do that. Okay, we've repeated that over and over and over again, and I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it is, but it ain't worth it. Don't even show any attention to it. There is someone who is watching these pages, and if I need to make a police report about something, that's what I will do. Otherwise, I don't care to see any of it. I just had to make 2 police reports in the last 48 hours because the only people that had my phone number were the moderators, and my phone number got leaked out. So I got threatening text messages, and so I made a police report on that. And also what they posted about my daughter, the about y'all, I don't even want to say it, but that was low. That was super low. That you would tell him that information for him to post about my child, and I never did anything to anyone, like nothing. All I did was get sick and disappeared for a while. It's wrong. That's the main thing people are coming to me about. But please don't let it bother you. Okay, I know it's making you guys mad. You want to snap and all that. They're not worth it. Okay. Um, so we're just going to stick to what we do over here. Now, in the process of all that happening, or all this stuff, being said today, there's a couple people who are really depressed, needed someone to talk to, people wanting to um, just have some fun and just kind of do a quick live or whatever. So that's why I said, you know what? Okay, we'll go ahead and do one and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys um, need advice or something like that, again, we're not doctors, so medication wise and all that, we're not going to give any advice on that. But if you need advice, if you want to just talk, if you have something you want to vent about, we're here. We're right here. Okay. Yeah, don't say any of their names on here. Don't even say the old moderators' names on here. Um, they don't deserve that type of attention. If you don't know, you're better off not knowing, because this is a grown man who sets out to attack women and minor children. Okay, he's been doing it for years. So any woman that is supporting him, I ain't even gonna say it. But anywho, so that's my little disclaimer for the beginning. Exactly, Katarina. You see what y'all seen that the post that was made? I got a screenshot of it this morning about his apartment. I don't want anybody hurt or anything behind this. Like, that's ludicrous. But he is messing with the wrong people. And he thinks he's bulletproof. He thinks he can hide. He thinks nobody, boy, when I seen what I saw, and some of it ain't even been posted, but the stuff that I saw, there is somebody there, and the dude said he lives about 30 minutes away from him. So I don't know who he's talking about. I don't know what his wife and child. So I don't even know exactly who it was that got doxxed, because I don't want to. I hate that he even sent me these pictures and stuff, because I don't want to be involved in any of that. Um, but you can only mess with someone's family and children so much before they snap. And I've said this before with even the scammers. You're going to run into somebody that you're scamming one of these days that have nothing to lose. And I don't see what joy people get out of doxing people's children or even doxing them. I don't see where that joy comes from. But I want you guys to stay out of all of it. Because when I got those messages, I don't want you guys involved in any extra drama that's going to pop off. I don't. I don't want any of us involved in any of that. Okay? Or just stay back. I don't care what screenshots they post of whatever. And yes, I do know that the whole 45 situation, but the other day we already talked about that on our members live. I think it was members, but whichever live it was, I went to 45 and she knew I was upset with her back then. I even took her wrench. So, I mean, anyway, but they are going to try their best to try to break us all apart. He's notorious for making up fake like messages, making fake accounts and making fake messages and then posting them. He did it to Katarina. And there was proof that it was fake because it said new Facebook account at the top. And she's had the same Facebook account. So we all knew that was him that did it. But if you guys just stay out of it, they can't turn around and use your name to try to do stuff or stalk your Facebooks or do anything like that. Okay. Don't be surprised at anything that's posted because they're going to do their best to break us apart, break me down so that I quit doing YouTube because that's what bothers them the most is my YouTube channel. So please, guys, just don't react, don't get involved, and don't trust anyone. I trusted Grim. I trusted her so much. I trusted all of them. So to know that you get mad because you claim I was ignoring you and all this when I was sick as a dog. That's what all this is about. You go and not only give him screenshots of our messages, but you even gave him the one about my child. That only proves right there that she was always over there. She was always over there. So you guys see what different people do around these YouTube and Facebook streets. So that should alert you enough that you can't trust anybody. I don't care how nice they sound. I don't care what promises they make. I don't care any of that. Don't trust anyone. Please don't. Content creators or not. Don't trust anyone, y'all. I'm telling you, because you're going to end up being hit next, okay? And I feel like I have to protect you guys, and I just don't want you guys in any trouble. Hey, 45, thank you, baby. I love you. Right when you're about to post it, you see one, and then after it posts, it says way more. Oh, girl. 45 was very aware that I was mad. Very aware. Very aware. Because I went to her, just like I've gone to anybody that I've had a problem with. Okay, so what if I vent about something? But see, but Grim was the one in the chat every time, 45 accidentally blocked somebody. She was in the chat and said, "Oh, she just blocked somebody again. She just did this." Always snitching on her. But that's not here nor there. The only reason I'm telling y'all this, like I said, is to protect you. Okay? You see that I put full trust in people that I really thought loved me and cared about me. And now you see what at least one of them is doing. Okay? I did get some screenshots of a conversation between Grimm and one of our supporters, and um, basically her admitting that it's only her that is given this information to WC. It's only her trying to hurt me as much as she can because she no longer has a wrench with us. After she's the one that came in the chat and started that mess. Nobody even knew that there were any even little issues between us. I hadn't told none of the other mods or nothing. I kept that with us. But anyway, um, so I do want to publicly apologize to Ed Sidechick and Prison Tattoos for accusing them of also being the ones that did that. Because it wasn't them. Not to say that they haven't done anything else, because I don't know. But I do want to publicly apologize that I did see proof that it was just Grimm that is doing this with him. Okay. I don't know what other parts other ones play in, but as far as giving, especially the information about my daughter to post, I apologize. I do. And hopefully they see this. I do apologize. Um, so I don't want to be accusing the wrong person, but I hope they understand why I did that, because they all left together. So I thought they all played a part in it. And anybody that's supporting this idiot, seeing the stuff that he's posting about people, how can you go to sleep at night? How do you have any type of conscience knowing what he is doing? And when you ask, why are you going after Carrie to begin with? What is the reason? Oh, because she posts her Cash App. Oh, she's monetized. Last I seen, it looks like your buddy over there got stars now and monetized. I don't see any pages made up about I don't see any pages made up about them. Your BFF or F's, because it's multiple behind the page. Nobody said nothing about them. I see the other dude, the Ricky dude. See, he's getting stars and stuff. Ain't nobody said nothing about him. And they all gained their platform based on CMC. Not me. I've been monetized for 2 years. So just stay out of all of it, guys. Please stay out of all of it. But that's all I'm going to say about that. A lot of you have been texting me, asking me questions, and I really just needed you guys to understand that this is never going to stop. Jealousy is a horrible trait to have. And there is no reason for anybody to do this. There's no reason for Grimm to even give him screenshots of our messages because I didn't do anything to begin with. She chose to leave as a moderator because she felt like she was being ignored. And how dare I get sick and not come in the chat and be there for them while they were sick. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I couldn't be there for everybody. I was trying to get better myself. But I still message the chat at least every other day. How are you guys doing? Everybody doing okay? I'm just checking on you. And then I'd leave the chat. I did that with all the moderators. All of them. Even the mellow mods. I wasn't talking to anybody. But that is where this all comes from. That's what makes it so obvious that she's always been over there. I mean, that's just that on that. How can you say you love somebody, but then as soon as the argument happens, you go and you just start giving somebody something who has attacked my children, stalked my minor children? You know that. So why would you do that? All because I didn't text you back? It's messed up. It's messed up. But hey, whatever. At the end of the day, all we can do is continue to be Exposure Room and continue to do what we're doing. I just don't want you guys wrapped up in any of this because a lot of you are getting upset. You want making comments. I don't want you guys dealing with that. And it's kind of strange how the whole time I was gone for almost 2 months, My name wasn't brought up at all. But the minute I come back, all of a sudden, oh, yeah, we need more content. Let's put Carrie back on there. And for what? For what? I haven't scammed anybody. I haven't done anybody dirty. If I have to lie about something, it's to protect my family or to protect somebody here because of people who are watching. Otherwise, I don't just set out to just be lying to people about a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. But it is what it is. And again, if you guys have any questions about what was said, um, or what's posted or whatever, please feel free to message me. And I could tell you exactly what it was about or whatever. Don't I don't even remember what all was in there, but um or whatever the situation may be. You know, someone did come forward to me about something that was said, and I told her exactly why it was said. Now it makes sense to her. It was pretty much it was a couple things, but it was bait because this was last like 8 months ago. It was the majority of the reason it was said it was for bait to see if that got out. Then I know that you know they were over there with him because they were fresh new mods. You know what I'm saying? And they know this. They know what was going on. But either way, just stay out of it, okay, guys? Pretty please. Uh, exactly. Standing up to someone like that irritates him because he is so used to after all these years of him doing this to people. Hold on, y'all. Y'all got to walk with me. I got to go turn my food off. Um, he is used to people running from him. He's used to people kissing his butt. He's used to people, you know, yeah, just kissing his butt and agreeing with him because they're scared of him. But I'm not. But there is going to be a live that a few people um, are trying to get together. I don't know what channel it's going to be on just yet. Um, but you guys will know when, like, probably on the day. There will be a live that's going to be done. So that's going to be interesting. If you have ever been victimized by WC in any way, shape, or form, please email me exposureroom2@yahoo.com and we'll talk. Anybody that has been victimized, doxxed, stalked, harassed, lied on, whatever, you will remain anonymous um, unless you choose to come forward yourself publicly. Otherwise, you will remain anonymous. Also, I do need to see some kind of proof that it happened. Believe it or not, there are people out there that'll sit here and say, well, this happened, that happened, blah, 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 blah. And it just never happened. They just wanted attention. So I do need to see some kind of proof that it happened and go from there. I have already given a bunch of stuff to the detective, but unfortunately, um, since no one has physically gotten hurt behind this, they're not taking it as serious as they should. Sorry, guys, I was mixing up. I made me a shake out of some leftover strawberry ice cream and I had some chocolate chip ice cream. And then I added some bananas and some strawberries in it. And I am drinking it out of my F-bomb cup. I have been craving a shake forever. Too bad we don't have no whipped cream. I love me some whipped cream, but we don't have any. Should have got some when I went to the store. But my F-bomb cup is now my shake slash smoothie cup. Yep, straw. I was using another straw for it, but I'm using this one that she gave me. I'm not reading the comments right this second, guys. I had to turn off my food and um, I made me some. It's like those bags that you buy from the store that have pasta, chicken, um, like cheese and vegetables. I think it's called Voila, maybe. It's Bird's Eye. I love these things, man. And then I add extra cheese. This one I added Gouda cheese to it. It is so good, y'all. Give me just a second so I can. Where'd the straw go in? Oh, there it goes. So give me a second. Um, but the one thing I want to talk about, which is part of the trigger warning, because I've even seen some of you over in these chats of them talking about the McCrae case, praising the KT, which is ludicrous. Yes, I know everybody's body reacts different to stuff and all that, but I have never abused this stuff. I've always taken what was recommended by the store, actually even a little bit less than that. Never have I abused this stuff. You don't get any type of euphoria from it or a high from it or nothing like that. So it's nothing that I crave or nothing like that, but my body is physically addicted to it. And I didn't know that would happen because I thought it was sold at the stores, that my body wouldn't be addicted and it would be something that I can take for my pain instead of taking pain pills. And now it's just a matter of weaning myself off of it and just sticking with just marijuana. But I know that you guys see people saying different things about the KT, and I get that. I get it. But please take it from someone who is on it. This stuff is nothing you want to take. Nothing. I don't care how responsible of a user you are with it or anything like that. My body is physically addicted, not me. I don't, oh, I need to go do me some KT real quick. Oh, I'm trying to get high. Nothing like that. Never, ever, 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 ever have I ever had any sort of high from it. It does help with my pain. Yes, it does. But I would much rather deal with the pain in other ways instead of doing this stuff now. I can't do it anymore. I can't. This stuff is the devil. So if anybody tries to recommend that stuff to you guys, please don't. Please don't. You don't want it. And anybody in here, Renee, it is an opiate based plant that is grounded down into a powder. Um, Taking too much of it can cause, jerks. It can cause paranoia. It can cause you to vomit. It can cause you to pass out. It is. I've read so many like blogs and stuff on these people having all of these side effects. And me personally, I have experienced the vomiting. I have experienced the weight loss. I have experienced like being dizzy and stuff like that. So, and that's just the normal dose that they recommended me to take. So it is I didn't know it was an opiate like plant. I had no idea. It was sold at the store and it was recommended to me for pain. I thought it was safe, but it's not. I'm begging you guys, don't take that crap. Yep, that's what I said. I'm just gonna stick with my Mary J. Right, Captain Haterho. And it's like, why would you do that? Why don't those same people advocating for it, maybe they should just abruptly stop it one day and not take it and see what happens to their body. Katerina, I think it might be banned in the UK. It's banned in a lot of countries and in some states. Yep, sure does. That's why I said a lot of things that I've been going through these past few months, when I look back on the different things that have happened upon doing even more research on it, I think it's this doing it. I think this is what's been causing my anxiety, which is what triggered it off so bad. I think this stuff is causing even more issues with my kidney. And it's triggering my lupus off like nobody's business. Yeah, we definitely don't want to wish nothing on anybody like that. Lindsay, that's what happened to me when I first started drinking it. I was paranoid. I mean, smoking it. I was paranoid, out of my mind. Where my cigarettes go? But then when I got off the pain pills, I started smoking again. I just took like one hit, like the lowest I can possibly take, and then let it kick in. So by me taking just a very small amount, I don't get the paranoia from it. Not anymore, anyway. Exactly, break the silence. And I'm telling you what, the withdrawals from the KT is worse than when I got off of those pain pills. I got off those pain pills cold turkey. I didn't get any type of, medication like subs or anything like that. It was cold turkey. And this is way worse. This is way worse than the others. And it's such a hassle because you got to keep doing it a couple times a day, you know? And it's like, I don't want this. I want to just stop it, but I can't get through the withdrawals because it raises my heart rate too high and I don't want to have a stroke or nothing. So, my husband and I have been looking for detox centers that are close to here, at least, less than a 5 hour drive, because it's not really that popular here like it is in some other states. But that way I could just go and get through the detox part of it. And that way they'll know what to give me, they'll know what to do to help get through that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, oh, nope, go through it. And then that's it. That's it. I won't need anything else. I don't need no mental health help behind it or nothing. I don't. It's not like when I was taking the pills because I was always popping them because I wanted to get high or something. No, this is nothing like that. Alley cat, don't be getting in trouble now. And for Dre to be giving this stuff to her minor children, on my bag it says 18 years or older. So just imagine her pumping them, especially Vaughn with all that stuff. I guarantee you he was going through withdrawals and it depressed him. And and then he lost all that weight. And yeah, it's crazy. Yep, it's more complicated because of the lupus. Yep. Oh, really, Angie? You couldn't comment. Oh, Lord. YouTube messing up again. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with that case, you can go to YouTube or Facebook. There's a lot of people covering it. Um, you could just type in Von McCrae. You can type in Drea and Von McCrae. Um, and you'll pull up a lot of people that have been talking about her. I don't want to get into everything because it's a huge trigger warning in general. I'm not going to be covering the case or anything, but I do watch it. and or as much of it as I can. So yeah, if you just type that in the search, you'll find a lot on it. Oh yeah, that's exactly Genesis. Because how is it that he started having seizures? Her daughter, which ain't even related to him, so it ain't genetic, had seizures, and their chickens had seizures. That's not a coincidence. That's what she was pumping them with, this stuff and other herbs that you mix certain herbs together, it's very toxic. It's crazy. Oh, yep, the dog had seizure. Yep, she's giving all of them that stuff. Yeah, Renee, the main thing that people talk about on their channels is just like the police report, updates on, his family, things like that. Not many people really bring the kids up as much, only pertaining to the tea and pertaining to the fact that there is an open CPS investigation now, for the safety of the kids. But other than that, they really don't like, they rarely talk about like any type of like details or anything like that about the kids. But the case is very triggering. That's why I chose not to cover it. Exactly, it is child abuse, most definitely. Animal cruelty. Exactly, Itchy. Exactly. That's why I'm glad I didn't decide to cover it. I'm not trying to be fighting with nobody, arguing with nobody over who's getting what views and who's not getting what info for. I don't want to deal with all that. So I just go and I watch them. And I watch a little bit and I can always leave. I don't have to stay around if it starts to get too crazy or anything like that. I don't get in any type of drama. Now, I did go on Molly Golightly's panel the other day, under an alias, which a lot of people in the chat room recognize my voice. But I didn't want my name of my channel out there at all because I don't want clout from anything. I just felt that I needed to tell my story about the KT because there were people in the chat that were praising it. And I'm like, no, I got to tell them my personal. And I know everything affects people differently. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But I felt like I needed to say something and at least save one person from never trying it. I didn't want nothing. I don't want no views from it. None of that. None of that. Oh, were you Genesis? Yep. I didn't want any clout because I don't want anybody's subs or to come over to me, and no, that's not why I went up there. I went up there with one purpose, one person, one purpose only. And I know a lot of people, they have issues with certain content creators. I myself don't have any issues with any of them. There's no arguing with us or nothing like that. So I just stay out of their drama. I don't deal with the drama, and I just focus on the case at hand. That's it. I don't get into all of that. Oh, really? Funny name for Carrie? Well, I'm glad you didn't, baby. I really am. Are you ignoring me or are you gonna lend your cash app? Huh? What you talking about, 45? Oh, pin my cash. Oh, okay. Hold on. My bad. I forgot. Let me drop the link if anybody wants to come up, and if you have something, a story of some kind pertaining to you, um, that you think will help the next person, um, please just be respectful. Please don't You know, y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. But that's the link. Okay, okay, fat cat, that's cool, baby. Okay, here we go. Oh, I forgot I was doing. I'm starting looking at my phone like, what was it I was supposed to be doing? All right. Okay, it should pop up now. There we go, baby. Well, you have a good day at work, Twisted Kitty. Hope it goes by smooth and the time flies. That's what I'm saying, Renee. And I think that's why I've been so emotional about stuff when I talk to certain people behind the scenes because I've done nothing malicious or mean or anything to anyone unless you come at me first. I mean, these people have involved my children. So you think I'm not going to say something, Other than that, I've done nothing to nobody. I haven't. I've even if I had an issue with somebody and I vented to the mods about it, that doesn't mean it got put out to the public. I just needed to vent, you know? And I I don't know. I just even when all that stuff was happening with those other mods, I was still messaging them in the background trying to understand what I did to them, and I don't ever want them to feel that I'm ignoring them or that I don't that I'm treating other people better than them or anything like that. Like I really was like concerned because I never want people to feel that way. But it was just nonstop. It was no matter what I said, it was still going to happen regardless. So it is what it is. Hi, hi, boo baby.
Hi, baby. How are you? Hey, Chad. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just stopped this medication that had me sleeping all doggone day and night.
That's what was happening when they had me on those benzos. That's all I
Yeah,
did was sleep. I was like, "Oh, heck no. I gotta get off of this mess."
yeah, I did the same thing. I
Let's
couldn't
see.
handle
Lindsay,
it.
what you do, baby, is you just click this link. I'll put it back on there for you again. You just click that link and follow the prompts. Make sure you agree to have your microphone and camera on when you do it, because otherwise it's going to say device not connected. When you come up, I will see you. Nobody else will see you at first. And then I will instruct you to turn off your camera by clicking stop cam. It's either under the video or right beside it, but you'll see it somewhere on your screen. And that will turn your camera off. And then also under the video is the name that, like, if you connect it to your Facebook or something, it's going to say your Facebook name. If you connect it with YouTube, it's going to say your YouTube name. But if you want a different name on there, you just take that name out and then just type a different name in.
So I just want to say this, and this will be the last time that I address it.
Are you guys
Please, you
talking about
guys,
the well, the WC awareness page is a page that of some women that have been personally attacked by him. And I believe that's the same name on YouTube too. But I know the WC awareness is called WC and then awareness. It's on Facebook. And it's about the guy who's constantly attacking people and their children and literally for no reason. Like I did nothing, nothing at all, nothing. And I feel like I mean, I was 45. Like I don't have to be feeling like I'm doing something wrong. Like I'm constantly asking, like, what am I doing? What do I need to change to have these people like stop turning on me or coming at me? Like I don't get it. Like I don't.
I haven't figured it out yet. It doesn't make any sense. But I do want to address this, and this will be the last time that I address it. You guys, please don't worry about what anybody says or shows, as far as me and Carrie with the wrench thing. She came to me as a mature adult. We talked about it. You see, I'm still here. It was not that serious to what they're trying to make it out like Carrie was talking behind my back. That was not the case at all. I
I was
don't
just
watch.
venting because I was upset about my mom being blocked and all that. And I thought it
Right,
was you. You know that. You know, I've already told you that.
right.
We thought it was you. But T talked to me and, you gave me a little while to calm down.
Hmm.
And I came to you and it settled it. I had gave your wrench back and okay, cool. I finally know that okay, I can trust you. And
Right.
it was probably grim the whole time blocking people. But
Mm.
only reason, we remember because like you would accidentally block people throughout the live.
I
So that's
would.
why I thought, oh man, is she purposely doing it? And he kept saying, no, Carrie, she's not. I'm like, well, I don't know who to trust. I don't know. And that's all like trauma from people, messing with me and being phony with me. It's hard for me to trust people. And
And
I
I
don't
can
like
totally
accusing people of
understand that.
stuff, but we talked about that. And, at
Hmm.
the end of the day, it is what it is.
Exactly. So I don't be on those pages on Facebook. I don't know what they say, what they show. It doesn't matter. So if it doesn't bother me, you guys know that we're good, and it don't let it bother you because it's just a bunch of immature old hags. I'm 57. I don't consider myself old, but forgive me for saying
Exactly,
stuff,
Renee.
Carrie.
You know what
I'm
Renee
just
said?
no, because I can't read the chat while I'm
Oh,
talking
she
because I'll
said
get
that
sidetracked.
basically, even with me, you know, voicing my opinion about someone because I feel like I can't trust them
Hello?
regardless if I can or not.
I'm so confused. This stupid phone.
Oh, can you hear me, babe?
I can't hear or see anything.
You can't hear? Hello? Oh,
She
if you're
dropped
still
off.
listening, you may need to make sure your microphone volume is up. Sometimes that helps. But yes, she said that I mean people have to understand look how hard this supposed grown man and his minions have been coming and attacking me. My children, everything. And for what? All for nothing. I never did anything to this person, never. But all for nothing. And then when I react and then I start retaliating, then all of a sudden I'm the bad person.
Right.
But it is what it is. But people have to understand that if I don't trust you or if I voice to you that I have a funny feeling about something, please just understand it's because of everything that has happened. And it's
You
not
haven't
a
been wrong
personal
yet.
attack on you. It's
Yeah.
just I I I can't trust people, man. I just
I,
it's
and I
hard.
totally understand that. And I don't mind being tested because my loyalty runs deep. You know, I'm not the backstabbing type. Y'all all know I'm a Christian. I am a work in progress. But, that stuff doesn't bother me at all because they don't move anything in my real life. What their opinion
Right.
is about me doesn't matter. I don't care, to be honest. I really don't. The only people I care about are the true people in here that really support Carrie and Exposure Room, and that's it. Whatever anything anybody else thinks or says, it really doesn't matter to me. So y'all don't get upset.
And if you guys didn't know, the questions that I had in regards to trusting her stemmed back from a history that we met. She was Mello's moderator, and I was exposing Mello. So that might make a little bit more sense to you guys as to why I was like, oh no, that maybe hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. Okay. So you see how we met. And then here I am not knowing if I can trust her. But honestly, if it wasn't for T, I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah,
But T was like the mediator, and she she basically kept us both intact until I was ready to talk.
right.
And once
That's
I was
why I
ready to
talked to
talk,
her.
then we talked about it.
Yeah, that's why I talked to her and asked her what I should do because I knew she knew you better than I did. So she was like, just give her some time to cool off. And that's what I did. I respected your time and stuff. And I just didn't like not being a moderator because I love the chat. We have so much fun in there, and
Absolutely.
people that think that you're in there every day talking to us every day when you're sick, that's just not the case.
No, not at all.
Not at
And
all.
somebody just made a comment and I missed it. Said something about I was supporting pedophiles. No, no,
What?
no. I was never supporting pedophiles. That lady that came on my panel that day, that everybody said was a
Oh
pedophile,
yeah.
the only reason I had her up there is because of what CMC did with her. CMC was supporting her, but then when she didn't give CMC any more money, that's when CMC turned on her. That was the whole point. And the reason things got emotional with me is because I do have a personal life. I do have things in my life that has happened, trauma and things like that. Okay. So abuse and stuff and of seeing it and all that, it triggered me a little bit. I wasn't crying because I was trying to, get everybody to trust her, believe her. She knew. She knew that I didn't know what she did. She knew I was not up there to, tell everybody to trust her or, support her or anything like that. She knew that because I don't know what she did. But what I did say was that you cannot call somebody a pedophile if they weren't convicted of that. You call her a child abuser, whatever. But you don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, you know. But it was wrong for CMC to go on live and say that stuff. That was the whole point of that. And I think they just use that as an excuse to finally start attacking because they've always wanted to attack.
Right.
And they say, oh, it's about her Cash App. Well, actually, WC was on my panel twice with my Cash App on the screen. I was getting super chats, I had members, and I was monetized. And he sent his people over to us. He was supporting us, like, oh, go to exposure. All that was still there. But now all of a sudden, my Cash App is a problem and I'm a scammer. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I forgot that girl name. It was Ashley something, but don't say the last name if you guys know it. But I'll talk to you about it in the background, Itchy, if I can remember her last name. But that's another reason why I had her up there, man. But there's and literally everything that's being posted, it always is. It's always twisted around. It's always, made into something and it's not. But I guarantee you, Grimm's not going to put up with all she said about William and the fact that she was going to make a page about him.
Hmm.
And then when we kept asking her, where's the page? Where's the page? So we can post our proof of what he's doing. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. Blah, 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 blah. It was, she was supposed to make it. It was all of our idea, but she was supposed to make it. And that was my first instinct that something ain't right because you never made the page. And why is that?
Hey
But
T.
it is what it is. Okay, we got Lindsay coming back up. Let's see if she can hear us.
I can hear
Hello?
you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Hey guys, doing good. Try not to die of heat.
I
I
know.
know
I'm in the
it's not
house in
that
front of
bad
the fan.
here.
Y'all can have that
I'm
heat.
over it. Anyway,
Oh
I
yeah.
just
Oh,
wanted to
Itchy.
bring
I
up a
gotta
couple
send
of
you
things.
something. I gotta send you something. Okay, go ahead, baby.
Okay, so I watched a couple of minutes of CMC's live, and I had to turn it off because she's making an absolute mockery of recovery. You don't wake up sober. You've got to go through the steps, and I can guarantee you, she doesn't even know what a sponsor is. So, just reaching out,
You sound a
struggling.
little
You're breaking out,
robot-y.
baby. You're breaking out.
Yeah.
There is certain steps you got to do. Change your whole life, hobbies, find a sponsor, and it just makes me absolutely mad for how much work people do put into their recovery for her just to sit there and I feel great.
Oh God, that fake stuff with her is, oh gosh, it's cringing. Like I get goosebumps watching CMC's. Oh, I
It's
love you
cringy.
guys so much.
I can't watch her. I can only watch her on
Yeah,
here. I
I'm
can't do
sober.
too
You
much
don't
of
wake
her.
up sober. No, yeah.
Mm-mm.
So I was just reaching out to let
And then
anybody
you see
know
how
that
popped
if
out her
you are
eyes are.
struggling, oh, that's got to be that cold medicine, that quercetin or the high blood
That's what
pressure
people were
medicine.
saying, the Benadryl and stuff. That's what people were saying. They think it's
Oh,
something
yeah.
over the counter she's abusing.
When I
Gotta
was
Because,
in
be. Well,
basic
she'll make
training,
a
we
fool
could.
of all of those people that.
oh yeah, yep. And don't get me wrong, I hope she quits. I hope
Me
she gets
too.
help. I hope
Me
she
too.
I do
does
too.
better in life, you know?
I do too. I personally wrote her a message months ago, letting her know that, if she does need help, to reach out, because there is people. We're not haters. We're humans. Like, it just makes me
I
sad.
don't
That
think
I
makes
guess what a
any.
everybody
lot of
mad.
people,
Don't.
they're mad because there are people struggling. There are people trying to get clean. There are people who are clean. And here you are, somebody who's trying to be an advocate for that, of somebody who
Right.
was forced to quit by the courts, but I'm sure she's going to other things. I mean, ugh. I hope
Absolutely.
she
You
does.
don't
I
just wake
really
up
hope
sober.
she stays clean and sober if she is. I really, really do.
Me too.
And see, she should be doing a bunch of stuff with her channel now, or her page. She should be doing all makeup and all types of stuff. Like, I don't understand. There's no effort into any of this still. There's still no effort into none of it. So I don't know. The woman has, it's her channel or her page.
She could
I
do
just,
really good with her Facebook channel. She really could.
She can
But
help a lot of
until
people,
she admits
definitely.
that she's got a problem and reaches out and does the right steps, it's gonna just be a mockery. Anyway, to everybody in recovery, congratulations. Anybody struggling, reach out. It's hard,
exactly,
day to time.
exactly.
And your live with Molly the other night, Carrie, was awesome. It made me tear up. Just how you have a heart of gold. You
Yeah.
don't find so many people with a compassion like you. These are complete strangers on the internet. And you don't know if they're saying something behind your back, but you don't care. You reach out to people. And I am truly blessed that I found your channel. So thank you for everything.
Oh,
Not a problem. Thank you
that's
guys. You
sweet.
guys helped me in more
Yes.
ways than you know. And I
Yes.
really do have compassion for people, and I think
You
that's
do.
why I do get so emotional, and that's why I did publicly apologize to the other two moderators for what I said. I shouldn't have never said anything about Ed's side chick's daughter. I shouldn't have, even though only thing I said was I compared the two. Like, I still shouldn't have said that. I was angry. I shouldn't have said that, and you know that's why I publicly apologized to them, because that I didn't want to. I wanted to hurt people's feelings, but I shouldn't have. I was just
Well, of
mad because
course,
of what
because it
happened with
hurt
my
you.
child. Right.
Yeah, you
And
hurt me, then I'm
you
gonna
know,
hurt you
I
back.
I shouldn't have done it, and I hope I don't know if they're watching or not, but I do apologize for accusing them of doing all of that, and I for even bringing up her baby. I shouldn't have never did that, and I can't imagine losing my baby.
Oh,
So
I'm
I'm sorry.
sorry. Oh,
She knows. She
don't
knows.
cry. Yeah. We all make mistakes. We're all human. And the fact that you apologize shows that you didn't really mean it from your heart. You just said it out of anger. And we all say things out of anger
Absolutely.
sometimes that we wish we could take back that we can't. But
My daughter,
when you're being attacked, it's kind of hard to keep your composure all the time.
right, right. Especially when you know all the struggles that your daughter personally went through. Like, how dare you?
Yeah. It's
Right.
like, I
My
don't
daughter,
understand. Like, you can post whatever you want to post, get whatever screenshots, but to tell this person who's already attacked my child, who already said he ejaculated on my child's picture, who's already stalked my minor kids' Facebooks and everything else, to give him that type of information to post, like,
full mama bear. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, it would be really hard. My daughter
Yeah.
saved me from being shot by her father when she was 6 years old. She put her hand over
Oh,
the
wow.
shotgun.
Oh,
And
man.
Wow.
so I get that. I get that. Don't you dare come at my daughter's traumas. Don't you use that against her, because I,
And that's
so
the thing. People, when they get angry, they go for family members, deceased
Yeah.
members, and
they
if you
go to
want to
what they know what's
fight
really
me,
going to
don't
hurt
fight
you.
my family. My family has nothing to do with what I do. They can't control
Right,
me. So don't
right.
come from my family when they've done nothing. They don't even be on YouTube and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it
Yep.
shows it shows that if you weren't provoked, like in Carrie's case, it doesn't excuse it, but she was basically provoked because of what she did. That was just
Yeah.
unexcusable. That was just foul as F, you know? And this is sad when you stoop to that level. It shows just take the L and move on. Why you
Right.
got to drag people and try to make them miserable and talk about them and their family and stuff. It I just don't understand. And if somebody's talking to me in the chat, please know I'm not ignoring you, but I've got ADD as well. Well,
Yeah, and when they're up here, it is, especially if they're on a phone, it is hard to look at the comments, and because they can't reply in the comments if they're on their phone,
right.
and it is hard to keep up with the comments from StreamYard.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, my daughter just showed up on her work break for lunch, so I'm gonna go make her something to eat. It was
Okay,
awesome
thank you for
talking to you
coming
guys, though.
up.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming up. I really appreciate that. And thank
Yes,
you for the kind words. And
absolutely. And
thank
keep your
you.
head up,
Thank you.
okay?
All right. Thank you, baby.
Yes. All right. Love you all.
Love you too,
Love
baby.
you too, baby. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Girl, didn't you know? Didn't you know? I gotta wait for everybody else to give me money. You ain't know that. You ain't know.
Girl. People have
Oh,
all
don't
the
cry, Renee. I
information.
know, and a lot of you have reached out upset and because of what they're seeing. Um, this moderator do, and the fact that it's to hurt me, and I did nothing to get hurt. Like, I didn't go after anybody. I mean, even when you guys were on that live, when she kept making those comments, what did I do? I kept messaging her in the background. I didn't start a whole big ruckus on the live
I'm so
because
glad I wasn't
that's
there
my
for that.
moderator and I loved her so much. And I wanted to see why she was so mad at me.
Don't
And
cry,
it's like, I
Mama
am so
Bear.
tired. I am so tired of people doing this stuff. And I could see if I was doing it or I was attacking people first or whatever, I could see that. Like the people I expose, I expect things like that from them. But not
Right.
somebody who claimed that they loved me and claimed that they cared so much about me. And then,
Not
you know,
somebody in your own camp.
thank you so much, Jane Marshall. Thank you, baby. I really appreciate that, sweetheart.
Thank you, Jean.
A Pepsi Crystal. They said I owe you a Pepsi Crystal from that game we played.
We need to get a spades game going. I'm gonna figure out how to do it.
Well, Carmen Anderson, definitely sending you lots of love and prayers. I can tell you that you are going to need medical attention in order to get off of that because that coming off of any benzo can cause seizures and everything else. Um, when when you are able to get whatever you need to get together in your life so that way you're not stressing, about kids or anything while you're in like a facility, I would strongly, strongly recommend, committing yourself to a detox place and, getting the help you need to get off. I do not advise you to stop that cold turkey nor alcohol because both of them, they change the chemical balance in your brain. So,
Hmm.
you know, just keep praying about it, keep thinking of all the positives that'll come from it and eventually you'll get off. You will. You
Yeah,
definitely will. You'll learn to live without it, and it's so much better on the other side.
it
So,
really is.
we're here for you. There's no judgment. There's no none of that. We're here, okay? And if you need to talk, you can always email the depression email if you need to. Um, it's depression is real life, the number one at gmail.com. Um, thank you so much, Munchie throws money at Carrie. Thank you so much, baby. I really appreciate that, sweetheart. Thank you so much. But we're definitely here as much as we can. I mean, obviously, we're all like in different universes on the internet, but I don't know. I just felt like somebody needed, maybe I needed this live. Maybe I needed to talk. Maybe, I don't know. But I felt like somebody just needed this random live to talk about whatever because so many of you have been upset about this stuff going on. Some of you have come to me about your, issues with your addiction and stuff like that. And I just felt like, look, we have an awesome team of people and we're all on the same page. So we could just talk. We could just talk. We don't even have to talk about what you're going through. If you want to just talk, have a strike up a conversation, let's talk. We've been on here for a little over an hour, so I'll give it maybe 45 minutes and we'll do 2 hours if we continue. But I just really wanted to, I don't know, I just felt like somebody needed us and maybe I needed you guys.
Well, let me share my testimony. I'll
Okay.
start everybody off if anybody else would like to come up. So, growing up, I was teased because I had very large lips and I was taller than everybody, big feet, all of that. I was an athlete, but not like in my middle school years. That's where all of the bullying really took place in the middle school. Not until my 10th grade year did I start playing basketball. And I ended up going to college on a basketball scholarship. But I still had low self esteem from being teased so much. So after college, when I was working, I ran into this um, a girl. We became friends, and I would go over her house, and she had a boyfriend and he used to sell crack. And out of curiosity, she smoked it as well, and him. And out of curiosity, I tried it, and I was in my addiction. I was a functioning addict. I went to work. Pot might die. So
And those are the worst, by the way, if you guys didn't know. A functioning addict is worse than a non-functioning addict because you get deeper and deeper and deeper because you're hiding it from as many people as you can. So your addiction gets a lot worse when you're a functioning addict. That it could
right,
get real bad, real bad.
right, and I was smoking for 15 years. Um, I was in the reserves at the time, and we had to do urinalysis. They would roll the dice, and whatever number came up, the last number, they used that last number of your social security number to
Uh-huh.
figure out who was going to be pissed for that weekend. My number came up, and I had just smoked the night before. And it was bad. It was a lot of baking soda. And a trigger warning, you guys, this is about drugs, by the way. So it wasn't like it was like a really good high or anything. None of that matters. What matters is I prayed to God. I said, God, if you let my test come back negative, then I promise you I won't go back. I will stop smoking. I stopped mainly out of fear of being kicked out of the military, out of the
Right.
reserves. For 6 months, I heard nothing, and for those 6 months, I never used because I didn't hear anything back. That 6 month, my commander called me into his office. At the time, I was taking Percocet for my back pain, as well as Motrin. That's one of the reasons the Motrin, as well as high blood pressure, caused my kidney issues. So he called me into the office. I tried to play it off like it was the Percocets, and they were like, no. And I finally came clean and told him what was going on. So I had to go through a 30-day program, and It was called 911 was the name of the program. And I only had to do 30 days, but I stayed the whole 6 months. I graduated, had a little celebration. My family came and all of that. But what really helped me is I go to a church of deliverance, and y'all know I always bring God into whatever I talk about because He's the main reason why I'm still here. So I went to church and got an addiction demon cast out of me. I've never looked back. You know, no shade to nobody, but what I'm getting ready to say, some people stop, go back. It doesn't matter how many times you go back, you can stay stopped. So never give up. Never give up on your
Exactly.
family members. Never give up on yourself. You keep fighting until you become clean. Whatever works with you, the meetings, the sponsors, the steps, getting delivered in church, whatever works best for you, do that because if God can do it for me, He can do it for you. He's got no respect to person. He doesn't love me
Absolutely.
any more than you. So
And
you
I've
can
I've
you
told you
can
this
do it. Just
before. I've
keep
told you this
fighting.
several times before, but congratulations on your sobriety.
Thank
And,
you.
congratulations on being able to look at things from different light. But I do want to say something to Carmen real quick.
Go ahead.
Um, baby, I am really sorry for everything that's going on with you right now. I think getting some sort of therapy, and having an outsider to talk to and really working on your mental health, you are going to come out of this divorce and everything else stronger than you came in. You are going to look back at everything and be like, "Pff, glad that's over with." Don't ever let
Mhm.
anybody make you feel less of a woman than you know what I mean? Don't. But if you need help, and I suggest it with everybody, if you really, really need help with mental health or whatever, please seek therapy. Call your insurance company, see who they cover, and get therapy. I know that's kind of a cliche or people look down on it sometimes, but it works. Okay. Therapy works miracles. Okay. I would not be able to sit here and talk with as much sense as I have if I hadn't have been going to therapy all these years. I would have been up here snapping, doxing. I'd have been up here doing all types of crazy mess. Okay. But I had to learn that I'm in control no matter what happens with these people on the internet. And yes, at first I used to snap, but all the mods helped me through it, um, putting common sense in my head. But ultimately, it takes me to how do I put this? It takes me to not really be the bigger person, but just remember what could happen if I do this or what could happen if I do that. I'm no longer, you know, popping pills and my brain's no longer fogged up and I'm no longer angry all the time and so just you're going to make this out. You're going to make it out. Trust and believe
Yeah.
you are. And don't give up. Don't give up. I don't care
Never
what
give
anybody
up.
says. Don't give up. You are worth it and you are worth having a better life.
Yeah. God didn't create us to go through this. And sometimes we put ourselves in this situation, and sometimes it's because of other outside forces like the
Or a
doctors
doctor.
pumping.
Yep.
That's what I was going to say. Doctors pumping us with this medication because they get money every time they write a prescription. I was trying to get off the fentanyl patch. I was on 100 milligrams, and they give that to people that are like in hospice with cancer. Even though I'm a
Wow.
colon cancer survivor, it was stage one, no chemo, no radiation. So I am still on oxycodone, and I wean down to 25 milligrams of the fentanyl, and he stopped me there. And I take my medication as I'm supposed to. If I don't need it, I don't take it because I know I have an addictive personality.
Right. And that's kind of the sucky part is when you deal with a chronic illness that involves severe pain and you have an addictive personality. It's like, so what I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do with this pain?
Right.
Because you like me, I'm terrified to get back on pain pills. Terrified.
Yeah.
But dealing with chronic pain and being an addict or recovering addict or whatever, that's the worst, man.
It is.
That is the worst because you need one to help the other, but then the one that you need is probably going to put you in a worse position than you already are. So it's
Right.
like, what do I want to do?
Yeah. But I've been clean for 23 years now. I've cracked. I do smoke my marijuana and I do drink on occasion. I like to drink wine. So I won't say I'm clean and sober. When I drink, I don't drink to get drunk. I drink because I like wine, and it's a lot of it is social. When I do it, I don't just sit and just drink, drink, drink. But um, as far as crack, my addiction to crack, that was my main thing. And it
Right.
was crazy because cigarettes was the hardest thing. I'd stopped crack like that. But when it came to smoking, it's hard. And I'm on the
Girl, I still
e-cigarette
can't
now,
quit
and
smoking.
I'm on the e-cigarette now, and I'm weaning myself down by the percentage so I
Well,
can get
that's
off of
good.
that
That's
because it's not good for my kidney, and I'm at the top of the list now for another transplant.
that's good. Now,
Yeah,
okay, so Itchy put it in the chat. So as you guys see her name, I do want you guys to please send prayers to a few of the mods. Just an extra prayer if you would. As Itchy put in her chat with her mother's cancer diagnosis, our other mod, um, his mother is very, very, very ill at this time. And then we have another mod who was just diagnosed. She just texted me this morning. She was diagnosed with the Rona.
mm,
So please just say a special little prayer for those mods, and any other mods that could be going through something that y'all ain't told because y'all stubborn. Um, and then after that, say a prayer for each other because regardless, we're all going through something. Every last one of us is going through something that is making us sad, mad, whatever. No matter if it's small or if it's big, somebody's going through something. So definitely prayers to everybody.
definitely praying for everybody.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right, Itchy. One of the mods had a seizure last night.
Oh wow!
So four of my mods are in some tight positions right now, if you
And we
would.
got to pray for Kentucky as well.
I
Bella
want to,
with the
yes,
flooding and
Bella,
stuff.
yes. Just matter of fact, just
It's a
say a
lot
prayer for
going
all my
on.
mods. Hell, just say a prayer for all the mods because I, I, I don't want to leave nobody out and be like, well, what, no. These are things that were just like recently told to me. You know what I mean? That's how I remembered them. But prayers to all the mods, because even though they are mods and, you know, they are on here modding and everything, that doesn't mean they're not going through something. And the same with me, just because I'm live doesn't mean I'm not going through something. Just because you guys are in the chat laughing and, playing around doesn't mean you're not going through something. So prayers to everybody. And I'm so serious. I don't want you guys being sick, hurt, sad, none of that. So prayers to everybody. Prayers. I'm trying not to cry. It's prayers to everybody.
April,
Okay?
yes, you can change your name when you come up. Come on up, sweetie.
Yeah, April. When you hit next and all that, baby, right before you hit add yourself to it, right under your video, it's going to tell you what name is going to show up here, and you could just take that name out, put whatever name you want. Absolutely. Now we do have somebody that wants to come up after she gets done with the store. Um, it is someone that is also going to be a part of a video that's going to be done as to why I asked if any of you were victimized by WC. Please contact me. Um, but she does want to come up and say something. I'm just waiting for her to get back from the store. She said she'll be back before I end it, so just waiting for her. Otherwise, I don't have any plans for this live really. I just felt like somebody needed us, and apparently I needed y'all. You know, what, baby?
your gut is normally right. When you were asking a while ago about stuff, we was like, no, everything is good here, with us and everything. But you were on point because you felt it in your gut, and you ended up being right, even though it wasn't us. It was, them, but you still had that gut feeling, and your gut is right 99.9% of the time. Prayers to your baby girl while she goes away to college. God keeps her covered, that He keeps her safe from all dangers, seen and unseen. And break the silence, you're absolutely correct. There's a lot of organ harvesting going on out there, a lot of missing people. It's like they just poof, vanish off the face of the earth. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Lindsay, that's true. Yeah, life does go fast, and she's gonna be okay. She'll get used to it. I'll be scared. I was 3.5 hours away the first college I went to on my scholarship. I went to a junior college first, and then I went to a 4-year school after that. And it is scary being away from home, but she'll meet some friends, and she's gonna be okay. Just tell her stay prayed up to whoever the God of your understanding is. That's good, Manchi, to keep your protect your energy. Don't allow these people to get to you where um does anybody have the link that they can drop for April?
Sorry, guys.
Can you
I
drop the
was
link
talking.
for April?
Yeah, there he goes. Hold on one second. I'm talking to my daughter. Just give me 1 second.
That's okay. I'm talking to the chat. If it was meant to be, PC, it was meant to be. That long distance relationships are doable. I don't know if that's the right word or not. Thank you, Jean, for your support. But like when my friend went away to California for like 4 months, I went over there for 2 weeks, and video chat's the best thing that helps keep that bond strong when you're able to see the person when you talk to them. And the devil's out here busy, and he's wreaking havoc. He's doing his job, and you just can't let him win because you're strong, or you would not be here. Oh, I was in Iowa for 2 weeks as well when he went to Iowa. Now I think they're getting ready to send him to Texas. So once he gets settled down there, I'll be going down there as well.
Getting your life together. Oh, you can turn that off, April, baby. It should be like somewhere on your screen. It should have like a camera, like a camcorder looking. There you go. Got it. Got it. Well, hello, hello. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? 45. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? Chat, can you guys hear me?
Hear me, Carrie?
I can hear you barely now. It's like going in and out.
Can you hear
Ca-
me?
I can hear you now
I
too.
can
Yep,
hear you.
yep. What's going on, Miss April? What's going?
Hi,
Oh, wait.
April.
What is Jessica talking about? Stop. Stop. What do you mean, baby? What's going on? Okay, go. Where'd April go? She left. Okay, I'll drop the chat the thing again for you.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Oscar. Hi, Captain Sable. Hi, April,
That's
Karen.
okay. Yeah, when you're up here on a phone on StreamYard, unfortunately, you can't move screens at all. That's what sucks about this.
Jessica, no way. By who? If you want to put the initials in there.
Initials and what?
She says she was doxxed.
Oh, okay. Email me, Jessica. Exposureroom2 at yahoo.com. Or if you know who I am on Facebook, you can message me. Just let me know what your YouTube name is. Um, so let me hold on a second, April. Hold on one second. Let me
Jean
type
said
this in here.
check your Cash App as well.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow. Jessica, I am so sorry, baby.
.com. Go ahead and email me at that or message me on Facebook if you know who I am and we'll talk about it. It's the same people that all of them are all together.
Walker?
The page that first started doxing me and my kids. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. All right. Yep, I can hear you too.
I'm
Hi,
sorry, my
sweetheart.
earpods wouldn't work.
That's okay. So what's going on, baby?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna come up and I was gonna come up and I wasn't because I feel like crap.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just blessed that nobody else is sick in my house but me, so I'm quarantining, so I'll be alright. So I was just coming up because Carrie was talking about addiction and I wanted to tell a little bit of my story of what I went through. I don't think it really will help anybody, but maybe it will.
I'm gonna pause you one quick second so I
Okay.
don't forget this. Thank you so much. Um, you said because you're my favorite. Thank you so much for that. And then Jean, thank you so much. And you said love you. I love you guys too. Thank you so much, baby. I didn't want to forget. Okay. All right. I'm going on mute. The floor is all yours, sweet Pete.
No, I don't want it to be all mine. don't don't mute. Just stay with me. Don't mute.
We're here. We're here, baby.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I'm here. I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
So so it's kind of a messed up story and I'm gonna behave myself not to curse because I know this is monetized. Um So my mom started taking painkillers back years ago and she had a back pain. She had something crazy happen to her and I had wound up like having kidney infections. So my mom was like, "Here, take this." And so I got addicted to painkillers very young. And so fast forward, I wound up having cancer, cervical cancer, and taking painkillers and so I was addicted for many years to painkillers. I'm a skinny girl, so they had me on like ridiculous because your body gets immune to painkillers or whatever. And I was on like 200 milligrams of fentanyl plus Percocet. It was insane. So back in 2014, my mom allegedly, accidentally, I think it was more she did it on purpose. She I found her from an overdose from painkillers and
Oh man.
Valium and Ambien. That's what they said. And back before the ICE program came out, um, my mom would Dr. Hop, you know.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, yeah. I did that too.
yeah. So I mean, I did too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a
Hospitals.
problem just like her.
Yeah.
So I tried to get her help before she passed, but it didn't work out. So
I'm sorry to hear that, baby.
it's okay. It is what it. So I called I actually called the police department and wanted her doctor taken up on murder charges. I know that probably sounds crazy to people, but
Not at all.
I found, like, because I was my mom's, like, whatever, like, the person who,
Power of attorney.
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And I went to, like, pharmacies and, like, like, seen, like, all the prescriptions. Like, her doctor gave her, like, double prescriptions in the same month. So, like, she had a hand in it. And I went to a lawyer and, you know, for medical malpractice, and they said because your mother was a hand in it and she had obviously a problem, that we can't go after her that way. So I said, okay. So I went to the DEA and I had her license taken away. It took me a couple of months, but they investigated, and so she would never do this to somebody else's mom, whatever. And so she died in February 2014, and I put myself in outpatient rehab in June of 2014, and I've been sober ever since.
That's amazing. I am
Congratulations.
so proud of you. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you. You're breaking a cycle, and I I'm so proud of you. I really am.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you. So I just wanted to tell because I struggle and I do.
And it's a daily struggle with being an addict, and not necessarily just your drug of choice, but just anything.
Yes.
Like, you can literally become addicted to anything. You could become addicted to a TV show that you watch over and over and over.
Yeah.
You know, anything, and you get terrified to even touch water because you don't want to be dependent on anything.
Listen, my husband says, why can't you get addicted to, so it's like,
Oh, the other.
yeah.
Well, that's an exception.
Yeah. So it's, whatever, but no, I'm the same way, but because I've been so afraid because I didn't want to have a kidney infection and because of painkillers, and I'm so scared that if God forbid one day I do need it, I'm so scared, so it's hard.
Well, sweetheart, you just got to take it day by day.
That's it.
Continue
Yep.
to pray and know that you have a bunch of people behind you, and we might not be physically around each other, but you know how to get a hold of me.
That's right. Yes, I do. Thank you, everybody.
Definitely. You're so welcome, sweetheart.
But I'm gonna drop down because, like I said, I don't, I just try to mind my business and not get anybody mad. So
You're not getting nobody mad. Well, I know what you mean, though.
yeah.
But thank you so much. You have a wonderful,
thank
wonderful
you.
night.
Thank you,
Or
guys.
a wonderful
Thank you,
day.
Carrie. You
You're
too.
welcome, and I'll talk to you in a
All
little bit.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye, baby.
What's up, Miss Eyeball?
Hello, Terry. Hello,
Everybody, this is Katarina.
I am
Me
the
and
very
Katarina
one.
are friends. And if someone of you don't like her, or you have things, that please keep it all to yourself, okay?
No.
Because
Do you know
I
what,
don't
Terry?
want anybody
They need to
saying
ask
something to you.
themselves why. If they don't like me due to my actions that they've witnessed, so be it. If they don't like me because of what they've been told about me, that's not true. That's a whole different story, isn't it?
Exactly.
So, one of the things is, like, I want to explain to people that I have not been in cahoots with you whatsoever. I've not been telling you what to do. I've not been advising you. I've not been doing, anything like that.
Exactly. They
I'm
think
very
we're
much
working
about
together or
dealing
something.
with
No.
myself with this man. I'm
What's
about
going
myself.
on?
I'm Katarina. Hello,
WC
45.
Hi, baby.
WC is trying to tell people that Katarina, the reason I supposedly turned on him was because of Katarina was all in my ear, and Katarina's making me do this and that, and we got all these grand plans to sabotage him together and all that. It's like, wait,
Oh
what?
my God.
No, you are the one that doxed my children, William. That is why. Because when I knew there were issues with y'all, I told both of you, I don't want to be in it. I don't want to, be wrapped in any drama. And I kept it like that. William put me in that drama. William's the one that started doxing my children. Katarina ain't did nothing to my ear. Things I find out on my own or other supporters. There's a lot of people who don't like you, sir. Okay. So there's no working in cahoots and her trying to tell me what to do or like, really?
That's wild.
Really? We don't
I
even
wouldn't-
talk
I
every day.
wouldn't- Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't do
Like-
something like that, Carrie, because you know what? I wouldn't like it done to me. I wouldn't want someone trying
Exactly.
to tell me and to be a troublemaker for me to go and react to him. You know, I am very aware more than anybody how this man is so dangerous, okay? This man has made fake profiles in my name being homophobic to himself, okay?
That's the one I was pointing out to you guys earlier when I said that at the top of the screenshot, the very first page of the screenshot, it has her name, her picture, and then it says new Facebook
profile.
account.
Yes.
And she's been had the same one, and they've messaged before on that one, so it shouldn't have said new Facebook account. So because it did, that was something that had just got made, and he sent those messages to himself. This woman didn't say nothing homophobic about anybody.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. It's not in my nature to talk about people like that. I live in a country where it's an arrestable offence to have hate crime. Yeah.
I love
Okay.
your accent, by the way.
Thank you. You know, let me just give you a little outline of my experience with William. I was William's admin when just before the CMC protests happened. I had no communication with him before that, but I wanted something posted on his page. And that was, it was at least 80 different screenshots that I'd located of CMC asking people for money in inboxes. And
Right.
all of the screenshots together were extremely impactful. And you saw all of the traits that she used, from hurting herself to needing food. So it was impactful. I wanted them to be displayed, everyone to see them. And I didn't have any other way of doing it apart from asking William. Well, William just added me as an admin. I can't say 100% I was comfortable, but I didn't want to be rude and say no. Do you get me? I didn't want to be rude. This man had a page and I just felt like, oh, okay. Anyway, things started happening with the protest. Things were being posted about by him. And I did not want to be associated with that. I was known as William's admin. I had to remove that stigma. So I left. I left his admin. And since that day, that man has been trying everything in his ability to get me off the internet, in his opinion, his words. You can't find out the information in the United Kingdom to people like you can there. So he's actually had no luck in locating me. But I also had a name that I was using that was a fake name, luckily enough. You know, my name was Katrina. Now, when I was his admin, one of the things that you're luckily enough to get is William calling you on the phone all the time. Now, William would talk non-stop about himself, which was fine. Because when it comes to now, I know a lot about him and he knows nothing about me. You know what I mean? I'm very aware of all the medication that he's on. I don't understand why he's on all this medication. I've also been told by him how he has spent time in a mental facility at some point in his life, and he felt it was the best thing that could have happened to him. This last year, I see this man needs some help. Okay,
He really does. He does.
Right.
Like, all jokes aside and all bullshit aside, he really does need help. Like, really, like, there is something mentally going on.
More than anything, and this is where I get quite sad, really, because he obviously has no one to help him.
Right, right.
Now, these wonderful friends on the internet that are there by his side, his number one admin, Randy Dick, why are you not helping your best friend? Why are all these people over there supporting him with their vile words, not supporting this man and getting some help? I can't understand it. But
that's just like an addict. If you know your friend's an addict, you don't enable it. You encourage them to get help, you know.
Not if you're a person that's got good intentions, you wouldn't ignore it. Mm-hmm. You know, and as much as I have my feelings towards that man now, I still wish he would get some help. And I would, you know, I would give him a huge amount of respect if he went and got some help, helped himself, then come back. because all he's doing at the moment is he's causing so much upset and outrage that, yeah, people are angry enough to drive past his apartment. I don't know who that is. All I know is it's not me.
Oh yeah, those pictures. Yeah,
That's
You know,
wild.
that's what he should really be worried about at this point. I mean, seriously, like they're legit like taking videos and pictures of your place. Like, do you not know that you are just getting yourself? And I don't know what lady and her kid he doxed. I don't even want to know, to be
well,
honest with you.
the
Okay,
list is long, isn't
it's
it,
so
really?
many of them. It's so
Yes.
many women and children that he's
Yes.
done this to, and
But
you
I
just never
imagine
know.
it's one that's not said that they're going to go looking where he lives. It would have been one that's silent, isn't it, really? He gets the ones that say
Yeah,
that they've paid money to someone to punch him in his face. Whatever, Kathy. You know what? This is someone who obviously ain't said publicly, my husband, myself, my brother, my son are coming past your apartment and we'll prove it. They've not said it. They've done it. You know,
exactly. That is, you're right. You are right about that. They didn't make it public. They didn't go posting about it. They didn't, you know. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Well, I want nothing to do with this. And you would think that, but that right there, he's only going to blame one of us women for it. He's only going to blame one of us, and neither one of us are nowhere near there. So he's still going to find a way to blame us for that. But we have nothing to do with that. I don't know I know it's a man only because he announced himself as a man, but I don't know what man this is. I don't know who it is. Whoever it is lives down there. And apparently you have doxed his wife and child. And like Katarina said, the list can go on and on. I mean, there's a lot of people you've done this to.
It's growing.
So we don't even know who it would be.
No. I don't believe it's somebody that's publicly battling him, because they would have indicated or hinted to it. This is somebody he's upset and they're just being quiet and coming and dealing with it.
Yeah. Hey, mommy.
Well, it's not only him, is it though, really? He's put
he's gotten a lot of women attached to him that should be ashamed of themselves. There's even some men that's involved. And what's scary is that even out of all those people who are helping him do this stuff, he's going to be the one to take the biggest hit for it. Even if he's not doing some of the stuff and it's somebody else he's associated with, he's the one that's going to get that hit for it, because he's the one they got him voicing it. They got him out here as the spokesperson.
He made the pages. I don't care who runs them after he made them. He made them. He made protest nonsense in the Holler page. He made the Cartman pages. And you know what? This is why he comes for me so hard. I have exposed it and I have proven it with the screenshots of the IP information linking all these pages to him.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Mom. Hold on one second, Katarina. Hold on one second. Hi, Mommy. I love you. I just said my mom was here. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. I had a page and, him mass reporting it. Yeah, it got taken away. All right. It's all right. I showed the proof, William. I showed the proof. I don't need to do anymore. I said what I was going to do and I've done it. You are behind them pages. Whether or not you're posting on them or not, you're responsible for everything that goes on them pages.
All of them are. Whoever is associated. If you're all of them, they're all guilty by association, regardless if they're directly doing something or not. And we just want to know why. But we'll get into more details later. We're not going to talk too much more about this.
No, because there's obviously other people that has really been hurt by him. And, that's another lady that's in the UK, Michelle. I'd never spoken to her before until I wake up one morning and I'm being made aware that he thinks that's me. And he sent her child the most disgusting messages, thinking it was me, telling her child, your mother needs to be put in a mental place. She's obsessed with me, stalking me, stalking CMC, stalking Ricky.
And for somebody to accuse other people of stalking, but yet his entire pages are nothing but about stalking people's children in their life, doxing them. But we're all of us are stalkers, but he's the one that's got these pages. Like, what?
Well, he has no children. He could never understand the concept of a parent's thought process.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm grateful that those messages did not reach my daughter, because I don't know what.
Just
I'd
like
have
they
to
were
say
he was
now.
stalking my daughter's page. She was like, Mom, this and this page was just on my page, sharing my pictures, sharing my post. Like, y'all are really out here stalking people's children, but yet we're the stalkers? What? But we'll get more into
I
detail
hope that
about
none of
all
that.
that
I
later.
hope that none of that behaviour actually contributed to your daughter's feelings, Carrie. I'm telling you now. I hope that none of that behaviour of these grown men and nasty women stalking your child had her feel that depressed with her life. Okay, I'm going to just say that straight. I don't care. I
Yeah,
can't
I
imagine
mean,
that anybody's
it played
child
a
would
part
feel
in
that
it,
it's
put it that
okay.
way.
Yeah,
It
well,
played a
that's it.
part in it.
That was my first fault. That was my first fault, because you've been attacked for months and months and months. The children have been, it needs to stop. It needs to stop.
But like I said, we got more to come because we want, to ultimately help people. That's why we said anybody that has been attacked in any way, by him, please email me. And Jessica, I'm not getting your email, sweetheart. I don't know. I keep checking it, but I don't see it. Exposure room, the number 2 at yahoo.com. Or you can do at gmail.com. I'll still get that one, but I was trying to switch people over. But if for some reason that one isn't working for you, try the one at Gmail. But it's Exposure Room 2, either at Yahoo or Gmail or whatever. But yes, we will talk about that more at a later date.
Yeah.
Our goal here is to warn people who are getting close to these particular people, because they're very manipulative, and we don't want to see anybody else getting hurt, because just like everybody's been saying, one of these days somebody's going to harm themselves because of him. Okay? And it's sad. It's really sad. There no bashing. We don't have to get up here and call him names and put him down and dox his family. Because I mean, if somebody doxed his sister and his niece and nephews, all hell would break loose. But he feels he can do it to other people.
For the last year, I've been standing up to this man, and I've done nothing like that. He's also accused the WC Awareness page of posting a picture of his mother's headstone.
Now how would they get a 14-year-old picture?
Exactly. You need to listen, William. Yeah, that's your type of behaviour. That is done for you to receive sympathy. You need to stop that.
He lied to all of you people supporting him. He lied and said that the awareness page is the one that did that. He's the one that. How would anybody have that picture? How would anybody have that picture? It would. I mean, Sarah, have you guys ever seen it posted anywhere? So no. So why would the owner of that page? How would they have been? They would have been posted it a long time ago, don't you think?
It wasn't posted by the page. It was posted by a fake page on the page.
No, that's what I'm saying. The owner of the page, how would they have gotten that to give to anybody else? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
He's saying, it was posted on there, but it was a page. And nobody else saw it, but William was quick enough to get the screenshot.
Because he posted it, took a screenshot, and then hurried up and deleted it. That way he could pass along the screenshots as, oh, look what they did.
And if people don't see from that alone, the extent that that man will go to attack us. He wants the page gone, the WC Awareness page. He wants the page removed. But to be honest, it's more needed than anything right now. If that page wasn't there for the last year, I dread to think how many more people would be hurt by him. It's scary. It's scary. And if a lot of people are struggling,
a lot of people are scared. Yeah, a lot of people are.
They're not going to want to battle somebody like him. They're not going to want to be attacked by someone like him. They don't want their life all thrown out there by him and Cartman pages. Come on, he knows he picks his, his friends around him. That I'm sorry, but they're just as nasty as him. I'll call them all out. I feel no way. They're as nasty as him. I wouldn't dare speak to anybody the way that they spoke about me, the way they spoke about Michelle. When they thought that Michelle was me, and he put a picture of Michelle up there, the words that come out of all these women's mouths, thinking it was me. It wasn't me.
And that's what I hated when I found that out, is that he really had a lot of people turning against you, just like he's doing to me, all over lies. Like
You know
Yeah,
what? He couldn't control me, so he has to attack me. I
Same.
retaliate by not allowing him to attack me and run me off anywhere. So, you know, this is what
Yep.
it's been. That's what it
Same.
is with you, Carrie. It's nothing to do with your Cash App, love. It's control. You did
Yep.
not let him on the panel when he wanted to come up and cry that there's a page made on him called WC Awareness. Okay? He was just the emojis that came off, oh, you're really boring me, because he wasn't allowed on the panel. After that, that's when you started getting attacked, and it's not stopped.
Yep. Yep. It's
I
been
don't believe he's going
nonstop.
to stop, Harry. I don't believe he's going to stop. He's got rid of too many people. So that is his intentions with us.
Yep. But we're going to go ahead and stop that conversation, guys.
All right.
If you guys have anything you want to add to that conversation, write it down. I'll be in contact with you guys because there's some things that need to be spoke on, being respectful and all that. But I didn't want to do it today on this channel. But so anybody that wants to talk about that, just write down what you need to talk about, and then I'll let you know in about maybe a week or two what channel, and talk about it all you want. Okay. I just don't want to even get into it today. No, I won't get into it. But Katarina's not the enemy. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. She's not, and she's not in my ear feeding me things.
I haven't got the time for that. You know,
I don't like him for what he did to me.
That's crazy.
But,
yeah. The same as he did to Amy Paul. The same as he's still doing to Amy Paul. Amy Paul's been gone for months. And
yeah, she's been gone for a long time.
Still accusing her of being Abby.
Lord.
There's so many people that can confirm that Abby is not any of the ones that he said. But it's not good enough for him, is it? Because he wants to pin it on somebody. Why? Why do you want to pin it on somebody, William?
Right.
So you can attack them. That's the only reason.
Oh, and one thing I do want to address real quick, and then we're done with that. About them posting that I said Abby Cadabby was a trans. I've already spoke to Abby Cadabby about that. There was a couple different reasons, but one of the reasons is because that's what I was told. So, and this was way back. This was like in like November, like a long time ago. And but WC decided to post that and make very transphobic comments, even if she was.
Yes.
And but yet wants to call everybody else homophobic. So
yeah, no one picks up on that, do they? At all.
Yeah,
no.
They all decided to. He was making the transphobic comments about her, even if she was trans, but yet he gets mad because, you know, he thinks people are after him because of his sexuality. It has nothing to do with that, sir. Nothing at all. But yeah, I was told, and back then, that's what I had been told. But I was just like a lot of you. I thought I could, you know, believe all these people. You know, I thought, you know, everybody had good intentions. Now here we are 9 months later, and I'm finding out that, oh, no, anything I've ever been told on these platforms have been a lie. So, but anywho, so
it's a learning curve, Carrie. You know what I mean? It's a learning curve.
Definitely.
And, you know, hopefully, you know, you grow from that. You know, it's sad when you do become betrayed. It really is. And it's also sad,
especially when you don't do anything. People. That's the real messed up part about it. Like,
exactly. I don't understand. But anyway, I'll jump off now. Right. And yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming up.
That's
and
okay.
I'll talk to you here short. I'll talk to you in a couple days or so. Okay. And anybody else that has anything that they want to bring about this, write it down, save it, and because we will be doing something. Okay, I just don't want to take up the live with this. Plus, I got to get off here anyway. So, but thank you for coming up, baby. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing.
I'll see you later, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
Because I know she mad. We'll be on here for 72 more hours. She is mad. Yeah. So I don't even want to, you know, get myself all worked up and stuff right now. But yeah, if you guys have anything you need to add to that, just, you know, put your notes down to remind yourself what, you know, so you don't miss anything. And we will announce at a later date when a live is going to be done. I just don't want to get into all of that today. I'm trying to have chill, relax, you know, with my anxiety and stuff. I just don't want to get too deep into any of that right now. What's your question, Cray Cray baby? I was 9 when I got my first CD player and CDs. Oh Lord. I wonder how old I was when CDs came out. I was older. I think I was in my teens.
Cray Cray, you wanted to come up?
Well, if they're wanting to come up to talk about what they were just talking about, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
I just say she says I want to talk, but
I
I don't
think
know
that
about what.
yeah, I think that was she wanted to come up and talk about that.
She said I have questions about what, sweetheart?
That I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it anymore today. It wasn't supposed to get brought up that deep to begin with. Like in my intentions, but I know that Katarina's upset, and so I completely understand why she got upset. But that's why I cut it off without. I don't like being rude or anything. So as you guys could tell, I was trying to. I didn't want to be rude because I understand she's mad. I'm just as mad. Trust and
Right,
believe. But
right.
I just don't want. I don't want to talk about that deep detail situation. But I need any of you who are wanting to um come up when we do the panel, email me at exposureroom2@yahoo.com. And we will talk there, and I'll keep you more updated there. Okay. And that's where you're going to be able to, we'll tell you when you're going to be able to, tell your story about what has happened to you. Absolutely. And if there's questions for Katarina or Abby, I'm sure they'll be in the chat or whatever. They can answer questions at that time as well. Riot at 8 Brothers. Quiet. What's Quiet Riot? What's huh? Is that like was it?
Is that a group?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that like a singing group or? Yeah, I know Captain Hater-Ho. Yeah, yeah. I just didn't want to get too deep into all that now, but I definitely want Craig Gray to make sure that they get in touch with me. You're gonna get your chance. I promise you.
Okay, hold on. Are we doing it on Exposure Room 3?
My brother is 6 years older than me and had me listening to Snoop Dogg on the way to 5th grade. Do y'all notice, like, when we go back and listen to these songs that we've listened to as kids and how like adult like they were, and here we are with our parents singing these songs? Like, they didn't say nothing.
Yeah, everything was
I don't even think our
subliminal.
parents realized everything they were saying.
Everything was subliminal.
Uh-huh. And now they sexualize everything in the world. Now everything, people are just.
I think they're trying to pass a bill. I've got to look at the little clip that the girl just posted, but it's something about a rap act. I think it's going to try to get them to stop being able to talk about shootings and stuff, but I have to
Certain
listen to the
stuff, yeah.
video first.
Because what they don't realize is what they're doing is when they make these specific kind of songs, no matter what genre, if it's a song about something horrible and violence and stuff, a lot of these kids listen to that and they want to be like that person. So they want to do what they did so they can, have this person like them or be popular. Kids' brains are not developed, and even some adults even do it, but they think that stuff is okay. So then they're going to mimic what they hear.
Right.
Kids are like sponges. They soak up everything.
Everything. That's what I tried to tell my son and his ex-fiance. When y'all arguing and stuff, it's because the kids, you think they can't hear you, or if you're even just talking and they're in the room, they could be reading a book or playing their game or on their phone. But trust me, they're listening to everything that's being said.
Exactly.
And every closed eye ain't sleep. All right, will you get written this? I'll stay up here till you're ready to end.
All
this.
right. Oh, nope. Sorry. I was texting my daughter. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. Cray. Message me, baby. Message me or email me. And I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. But you will have a chance to talk. You will. You're addicted to TikTok? Girl, I think I was too for like 2 days, and I had to get off because I'm like, there is no way I should be knowing all these TikTokers' names and stuff. Like, no, I should not recognize all these people all the time. I stayed on TikTok.
I haven't been on TikTok unless I see the little clips or something that somebody sends. Or
Oh, in the chat.
mhm.
I actually like, and the algorithm
Or on
on TikTok
YouTube.
is amazing because, like, say you watch some like Christian or gospel stuff and you heart it, you like it,
Mhm.
and you heart a couple of them, you'll get
Mhm.
to that side of TikTok to where eventually the only thing you're going to see is religious stuff, or the only thing you're going to see are like videos about dogs and cats, or
Yeah.
cooking videos, stuff like that. I really like their algorithm.
Yeah. Yeah. I like I see them on YouTube as well. When I'm scrolling, they'll have little clips of TikToks and stuff. They're so cute.
What did that say?
Some of them are really cute. Like the little boy running into the wall. I know that seems really cruel, but Jessica says she forgot to put the two. I guess
Oh,
in the
oh, okay,
email.
okay, baby. Itchy. I can only imagine what your For You page looks like.
Mm. Yeah, April, I love your
Daddy
baby.
girl's cult. I like the little boy that laughs. Oh, we will be talking about the pink sauce. Um, I'm still trying to decide because I have so many I got to do, but I don't want to make them too long of lives either. But somebody requested me to talk about the pink sauce lady. They sent me her YouTube video to react to, and then I also know a lot of the history of it, so I think I'm just going to make that one video on its own, and then I'm going to make the crumb lady and another lady a video on its own because they're both kind of smaller cases, and then just kind of separate them out because I don't want to be on here for 10 hours. That drains us really bad,
Mm.
especially me. Right, Itchy? Like that pink sauce, Lord help her.
I don't know what the pink sauce is,
And
but
I'm
I'll
so
wait.
for small business, I'm so for entrepreneurs, but it
Hey, Ice.
she should have taken the advice from people and then just kind of did what she needed to do, but instead she's starting to clap back and make excuses and call people haters and stuff like that. That is really what triggered a lot of people off because people are actually getting sick from this pink sauce. And yeah, so it's crazy. If you go to TikTok or even on YouTube even, type in pink sauce lady and you'll find it. Her name is Chef something, Chef Pie, I think it is. Um, she says she's a chef for 4 years, but she's delivering this sauce that contains milk in 120-degree weather with no ice or anything. So,
Oh man,
um, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on with that. But
you
somebody
said
did request that.
pink sauce
Um,
lady is what I type in. You said, or just pink sauce?
yep, pink sauce. Just type in pink sauce,
Okay.
and you'll see videos. I think there's some YouTubers already talking about it. Yeah, that case, the McCrae case, I'm not going to cover it. Well, maybe updates here and there, but I was just maybe advise you to go and look up the name on YouTube, and you can see a whole bunch of people that are covering it, and a lot of them have really good information.
I think I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I think that's one of the ones that somebody else was talking about too, Cap. Like in this chat, I believe it was. Now, hold on. Okay, I put it in my phone. I do too, Cray. TikTok, and it's perfect for people with ADD because they're not long videos, so you don't get all distracted looking around and forget what you're doing.
I was addicted to YouTube for a while. From the time I
Really?
woke up after I did my devotions to the time I went to sleep, I fall asleep listening to people. I had to start watching movies on Amazon and Netflix because it was like, this is too much.
Crap, my phone is only on 1%.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Yes, I got it, Jessica, and I will reply back and all of that here in a little bit. My everything's in the room because I'm going to take a nap. Um, I'm eating now, so I'm gonna go in there and take a nap in my bed. So my charger in there is already set up for me to get over there, but I will text you back today. Anywhere you can you can email me at exposureroom2@yahoo.com, or you can message me on Facebook. And make sure when you message me on Facebook, you tell me who you are on YouTube, because if you don't, I tend to skip over your message. But thank you guys so much for coming. I know this live was all over the place, but I think somebody needed us, but I really think I needed you guys, and I appreciate that. I feel a little bit better than what I did earlier. So thank
That's
you guys
good.
for being here. I will be back this weekend to do all these stuff we got to do, y'all. And all the reactions that we're doing Friday and Saturday night. And then remember, our members have changed. We're no longer doing Member Mondays, guys. I think that's why I keep getting so tired, is because after the weekend, I'm shot for a couple days. So we've decided to do members on Tuesday. We just haven't thought of a name for it yet. But it will be Tuesdays if you guys are members and want to watch the next one. It'll be every Tuesday now instead of Mondays. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Those are both free of charge. Please be careful. Don't trust anybody. Be kind to one another. Thank you guys so much for everybody who came up on the panel. I love you guys so much. And I hope you guys have the day you deserve.
Thank you,
Love you
everybody.
guys. I'll
Love you
see you guys later.
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey.